Good afternoon, friends. My name is Paulina Kozarowski. Welcome to a Hangout presented by Group 2 of Technology and Education with Dr. Sessoms. Today, we will discuss International Society for Technology and Education standards. The standard that I chose for the teacher standard is number 1, facilitate and inspire student learning and creativity. This means the teachers use subject matter knowledge to promote student creativity and enhance student learning in face-to-face and digital environments. And the student standard that I chose was student standard number 2, communication and collaboration. Students use technology to communicate and collaborate, supporting individual learning as well as helping peers learn. The teacher standard example that I have was a website called Study Jams. It's a good website that teachers can use to administer virtual math problems. This one had a tree diagram tutorial. It engaged students in a digital environment. The student standard example that I have was from a website called Go Ask Act Achieve. It's a good online resource where students can learn how to communicate with their peers, and furthermore, they can learn about current subject content.
Okay. Hi, my name is Megan Johnson. My teacher standard is design and develop digital age learning experiences and assessments. The key points of this standard are utilizing digital tools and resources to design or modify lessons in order to promote learning and creativity, develop technology-enriched learning environments, customize learning activities, and providing formative and summative assessments aligned with content and technology standards. My example of this teacher standard comes from the Smithsonian Learning Lab. This is a new digital tool that allows teachers to discover and utilize the digital collections and resources of the Smithsonian in their classroom. These are built in a way that enables a teacher to customize them. Teachers can be confident that this learning lab will address the needs they need or the things they need to teach while also providing the class with a place where they can explore their interest. My student standard is research and information literacy. The key points of this standard are planning strategies to research, locating, organizing, analyzing, and evaluating information using a variety of sources and media, using information sources and digital tools based on specific tasks, and processing data and reporting results. My example of this student standard comes from an interactive education portal called Ducksters. Students can begin by choosing a category. So for example, the study category includes research on world history, biographies, science explanations, and information on all continents and many countries. Interactive subjects include math times tables, checkers, and guess the country. This digital tool is a great resource for students to guide their own learning for specific tasks.
Hi, my name is Emily Johnson, and my first standard for teachers is engaging in professional growth and leadership. To do this, they have to be active in learning and exploring new applications of technology to then go back to their classrooms and teach their students. And they also have to exhibit qualities of leadership. My example of this comes from a website called Teachers First, where you have the option to take courses on different technological applications. So my example would be to take one of these courses on something such as Google Docs, and then to take that back to the classroom to show students and have it incorporated as a classroom aid and as a research tool for students. My student standard is critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. And this is just teaching students to identify problems, create a plan to solve the problems, and analyze any data along with the problems. An example of this comes from interactive nets, where ideally for 6th graders, they would create their own math problems using the applications called Mixbook and Edimo. And this just challenges them in a new way of thinking about going about solving problems, and it also exposes them to new applications they can use online.
Okay, and I'm Allison Justice, and my first standard is Teacher Standard number 4, which is Promote and Model Digital Citizenship and Responsibility, which ensures that teachers will not only teach students but also model safe and ethical use of digital information, respect for intellectual property, documentation, citation, things like that. Digital etiquette, no cyberbullying, that kind of thing. And the example that I found is a website called thinkyouKnow.co.uk, and this website breaks things down into different age groups and then has things specifically for teachers on how to teach these things. But the age group that I picked was the early childhood age group, and it's a video series. It's called Hector's World, and it's little nautical animals, and it's just, it's a fun way for kids to learn about online safety. And my second standard is student standard number 1, which is creativity and innovation, which ensures that students will think creatively and apply their existing knowledge to making new ideas, making new things when they're using technology. And the example that I found for that is this blog post. It's called Kids Who Think, and it has different activities, or all kinds of activities. And it's really up to, it's up for interpretation of how you want to do it. You can make the lesson whatever you want. You can use whatever standards you want. And it involves the kids, thinking critically, and, it's really hands-on. It's not just passive. And so that they really actually learn how to use technology and how it affects the way they think creatively. And that's it. That will conclude Hangout number 1. Thanks, everybody.